right here.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go
Break.
Go team.
Go team.
All right, guys. Welcome to the first Checking In podcast. This has been something we've been talking about for
a long time.
Actually, Noah and Lori really wanted to do a podcast before even I did.
I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time.
Long time. Well, here we are.
Yep.
Probably like a year. The first podcast I ever did was in Hawaii with my cousin.
Oh,
Brandon.
that's
You
right.
did
You guys
one.
did do
I
one.
did do one.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Was it your own or were you on somebody's?
No, it was Brandon's.
He has a podcast?
Yeah, he does like little things. Yeah. I forgot
Oh,
what it was called.
regardless, so let me just break down what this podcast is going to be about. Obviously, it's checking in, as you guys know. I appreciate your support. By the way, there's also going to be a clip, if you can, I think, link in the description or something like that. Anyways, the checking in clips on. That way we can break clips out. If you could go over that channel, sub to that would be amazing. So we could do that too. But, there's not going to be any... organization exactly on how this is going to go. And what I mean by that is, if you think it's going to be just a reptile podcast, probably not. Okay, it's going to be.
We're going to talk about a lot.
Well, anything really. Certainly my life is animals and reptiles and stuff like that. So I think you'll see a through story. We'll certainly have reptile people on. We'll certainly have animal people on. But we might talk about anything, right? I mean,
I agree. I think we should talk about whatever
If I'm
comes
gonna be
across
on
my
this-
brain.
Yeah, if I'm going to be on this, you're going to be talking about anything. So probably not reptile related.
well, I could again. I think.
Let's go crazy.
Exactly.
But I think we're definitely going to get into. We can get into some of the. We've been
Anything.
doing this for 32 years as a business.
Oh yeah,
And so we have a lot of stories. We have your
I'm
whole
not-
life though.
that is true.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure we'll talk a lot about that. But we're definitely at times we'll be maybe just me and Lori. At times it'll be me and Noah. At times it could be me and just one other person, a guest maybe, or any configuration thereof. So we wanted to kind of do something that at least I wanted to do something that I basically have seen other professional podcasters do, and hopefully we can bring that level, like maybe do things that are that haven't been done in the animal world a little bit.
Yeah.
Certainly. I want to bring on some cool animal guests, though. Max Strong, by the way, is in the house. He's right over here.
He's in the corner.
And he's going to, next week, I'm going to have Max on. If you guys don't know, he's got a really great Instagram page. Go check him out. So those are the type of guests I want to have on for sure. Zookeepers and other animal people. And then I think that, some of our friends, right, like Brent
Musicians.
Burns. Right, yeah, musicians like Kerry King from Slayer,
Yeah.
or Brent Burns from the Minnesota Wild, or we have some football friends and stuff like that.
He's on the Sharks now. San Jose
Oh yeah,
Sharks.
it's like,
Minnesota Wild.
that was
Whoa.
kickback.
That's
Yeah,
like
that was
10
a
years
long
ago.
time ago.
So yeah, San Jose Sharks. Sorry about that, Burnsy. But these are people that are like we know through animals, so
Yeah.
we can talk about their life. As a professional athlete or musician or whatever it is.
And how they got into liking snakes, reptiles in
Right.
general, even because that's not their profession, but they still enjoy it like a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's what I'm saying is I think you can expect a lot of that from this. And, of course, we'll have the super chat going all the time and the chat going to where we can answer questions. Jay's over there, right, Jay? That's right, bud. Yeah, pull that shit up, Jay.
Jay, can you pull that shit up?
Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, I do swear in real life. I try not to swear on the videos because I always want to keep them very, family friendly.
he just said, I do swear in real life. Like what?
Like so nice.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. But
Kevin McCurley always says that I'm like Mr. Rogers or something.
Yeah,
Like,
Right.
I
golly-
love his
golly gee Willie.
impersonation of you. It's hilarious.
But I do. I try not to be like Lori and swear like a sailor all the time. But
Right.
but we do. So
we're only
so-
human, you know?
Exactly. You know what?
Nobody's
You got to
perfect.
deal with life the way it deals with you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Swears at you?
Yeah. You
Oh,
do a lot
cool.
of stuff that makes me swear a lot. So
Oh yeah.
I blame mostly you
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
stress that you put
Well,
on me.
It used to not be this way.
Yes.
My mom used to never swear.
Literally, that is true.
Ever. I mean, like, it went from 0 to 100 real quick.
It did
Yeah.
because you know what?
What?
Life.
I became a teenager.
You were
And
part
that's
of
what
it.
happened.
You were part of it.
Yeah.
You were part of it.
Yeah.
Along with some other things that, definitely.
We'll get into that in the later
brought
date.
on
Yeah,
the
it's
It's
swearing.
too early for that.
So my point is that although we'll try to keep it kid friendly for the most part, there will be some language from time to time, and I apologize in advance. We're not going to swear just to swear, but if you see, if the time is right, like when I did Kevin's,
The time is right. When the time is right, we might just drop an
There,
F-bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
well, I think people were surprised to hear me swear on Kevin's podcast because I don't swear on my YouTube channel. But
Yeah,
I just
'cause
wanted
that
to give
gets
people
edited
warning if
out.
they've got like a 6-year-old watching or something like that. The podcast, you never know. There might not be swearing, but there might be. Just wanted to kind of give
That was a
everyone.
long segment on just
Really
swearing.
Yeah, just on swearing. Yeah. So this.
That's every segment with you. That's the thing. You talk so much.
Yeah, that's the thing,
That's
right?
why this is perfect.
So,
Yeah.
so Lori wanted to start a podcast on her own, and so did Noah. Noah
Yes.
and Eric are going to also start a podcast.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, especially once the actual room is built, it'll be a lot
Right.
easier because
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pain.
Yeah,
this is hard.
Yeah, this is just a makeshift version. Obviously, we're going to have an entire room that will be built
Yeah.
where we can just walk in and get going. But Lori has already said that I'm not welcome on her podcast.
wow.
I did not say that, did I?
Yeah, I know you did say that.
Yeah,
You
I think
said
I
that
recall
multiple
that.
times
I
if
saw
I'm not mistaken.
I just
Just
you
kind
know,
of rude.
It's it wasn't meant for rude. It was meant just because you talk and you talk a lot. So
Yeah.
whenever you come on anything, you just take over because you just talk. So
Mhm.
that was where I was coming from on that.
Yeah, and in your podcast, there's not going to be talking then, I presume, huh?
Just silence.
Just silence.
Silence.
It's like an
all
ASMR.
you'll hear is
I
just
swear to God,
wine
sometimes
being
I
sipped
hate you both
and
so
coffee
much.
being brewed.